The Muslim community is going to split its vote in the 2024 presidential election. In this upcoming contentious election, it looks like the Muslim community is going to evenly split its vote between Kamala Harris, Donald Trump, and the third party candidate, more than likely Jill Stein or the uncommitted movement. Why is that? Even though there's a lot of efforts now in every masjid and every community to vote, to register, there's heated debates on WhatsApp groups, online, and social media on who to vote for. The reality is that the arguments that are made by the Muslim community today means that there are three main camps, and I think these three main camps are going to evenly split their votes. The older quote unquote leaders within the Muslim community, those who are really the byproduct of September 11th and grew up in that era, really trying to build a relationship with the Democratic Party, have come out and encouraged vote for Kamala Harris, vote for the Democrats, because the Democratic Party is more opening, they're more welcoming. However, this lies flat, especially with the ongoing genocide and ethnic cleansing in Gaza, the ongoing support by the Democratic Party, especially by Joe Biden, who has sent countless arms and money to the Israeli government and continues to protect the Israeli government despite their aggression across the area, has a lot of people losing belief within the Democrat Party, losing their faith within Joe Biden particularly, but Kamala Harris and their entire regime, and they are not going to vote for them. Then you have a growing uncommitted movement. In response to what's happening in Gaza, there have been more and more Muslims who are coming out and actively supporting an uncommitted movement to not support Trump or Kamala, but in general supporting third party candidates. Specifically, the one that's come out on top seems to be Dr. Jill Stein. In fact, I predict that what's going to happen is that Dr. Jill Stein is going to have a repeat of what happened in 2016, in which many Muslims and many other people who are tired of the Democratic Party are going to put their votes for Jill Stein or for a third party candidate, and thus encouraging a win potentially for Donald Trump. This is really pushed by more religious elements of the Muslim community, the Muslims who are active in the masjid, active in the communities, who can give khutbas, who can give talks online, who are influencers on social media. Also, a new population of Muslims who haven't voted before, who are now energized because of what's happening in Gaza. They're going to come out and inshallah vote for the Jill Stein's party or for the third party candidate. Then, of course, you've got Trump supporters, and Trump supporters is a growing movement within the American Muslim community. There's this notion that both the parties are the same, both the parties are attacking the Muslim community, both parties support Israel. Why not support Donald Trump? At least Donald Trump is a good businessman, he's very straightforward. And the reality is, with the new issue with transgender rights and the LGBTQ community, it doesn't matter if Donald Trump says he's going to deport people who support Palestine, it doesn't matter what Donald Trump says or does. There's a growing movement to punish the Democrats, to punish them for their overt support of Israel by going to the other extreme and voting for Donald Trump. This seems to be what will happen, and I predict that the Muslim community's vote will be split into equal thirds. Now, as a community leader, it's important to understand this. Number one, it's important to understand it because the American Muslim power is not built on our ability to vote. We are a disunited community. We can evenly split our votes, and there is not that unity element of it. Rather, the real power of the Muslim community is how it's going from a slumbering community of lack of participation in government to now being hyper focused to being active, wielding that power, becoming stronger, getting people to vote, having people participate in the process, going to lobby days, meeting elected officials, understanding money and creating more 501c4s, or creating organizations that are directly funding candidates, putting your money where your mouth is. That is where the real power of the Muslim community is going to go. So as a leader in the community, it doesn't matter if you vote Kamala, it doesn't matter if you vote for Trump, it doesn't matter if you vote for Green Party, the Muslim vote will be split. But what matters is energizing and mobilizing the community to do something, to get active. And over time, that'll create political power within the community.